Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we did more side quests, shooting galleries, and all side quests, and yeah. In this episode, we're going to go to make some more progress here. Our next stop is going to be over in the mountains in the north. So, let's go and just do the usual here, and yeah, once again, I'm just going to go ahead and get the 200 rupees, because, you know, that's what I always do. Sorry if you're hearing the noise on the headset, because I got an itch in my head, and there we go, and I just scratched it, there we go. Sorry about that, guys, if you heard the noise there. So, anyway, let's go ahead and head up north here. So, well, I mean, we'll talk more about it once we get to the mountains here. So, you know, it's actually where this area called Snowhead is. So, for this next area, you're going to want to make sure to have the bow and arrow with you. Or, as a matter of fact, it actually is required to have that, though, because you won't be able to get to the mountains without the bow and arrow, which is actually in the Woodfall Temple in the Southern Swamp. So yeah, that's actually one of those things where, you know, you have to go to the South Swamp first before going to the mountains, because, you know, because you're gonna need the bow and arrow here. And that's why I had to get some arrows here, because, you know, every time you start a cycle, then you lose the items that you have in your inventory. Like, your inventory doesn't go away, but it's just the items going with it. So anyway, so yeah, what we gotta do is just shoot that icicle, or the that stalactite that's hanging down from the top here with the arrows here, and there we go. And yeah, my aiming was a little wonky there because, you know, like I said, my aiming ain't that good. But anyways, let's go down there. By the way, folks, oh, you know, I think at this point, I probably might as well be my catchphrase. I always say, like, by the way, folks, there's all out there, and, you know, it's my catchphrase. I know I'm gonna say it a lot, but anyway, so you see that, you see those music notes that you see, well, just on the wall there? You see what those C buttons are, and, you know, all those notes there? Now, I don't think there's any important things there, but, like, you know, if you play the ocarina in front of the whatever notes that's shown on the wall, I think you'll get rupees and maybe some other things as well, but, you know, it's actually just there if you ever want to get some more rupees and all that. Oh, look, Tektites. So Z target and follow those bounces. So yeah, Tektites, same as they were in Ocarina of Time, where they just come out and bounce around, and so, there's actually two variants of those. There were the blue ones that we just encountered, which take 3 hits, and then there are the red ones that take 2 hits. The red ones are the weaker variants. Anyway, so yeah, those, the right music writing on the wall, yeah, play your ocarina, then you'll get those there. And some of those could be either random songs, or they actually could be direct songs from Ocarina of Time. Like, there could be either the, like, the ones that, you know, that appear in that game, but they don't return in this game. Like, some of the songs do return here, but there are some other ones, like, well, especially the warp songs in that game. So, because of that, I think probably to compensate for that, they have you just play whichever songs they'll be, and, you know, sometimes it could be a random song, but it could also be one of the, either the regular or the warp songs from Ocarina of Time. So it's a nice little callback that they have there, a little continuity reference. Anyway, so yes, so you can see here, once we are in the mountains, it's all covered in snow. There's a lot of snowballs here, where if you slash away the smaller snowballs, you'll actually get some stuff here, like either arrows, rupees, or some magic or hearts, in case you ever run low. So let's head over this way. Oh, jeez. Oh, all the snow everywhere. It's what's all the snow? It's not really winter yet. Oh wait, actually no, never mind. It actually has though. It's getting close. Well, because
winter has come at last.
Yeah, so anyway, welcome to the mountain village. So yeah, as you see here, well, you know, it's another one of those cursor areas. It's a mountain smithy. So this is actually where you get your sword upgrades if you go inside here. So let's go and check this place out. This is actually going to be very important, especially for a 3-day cycle here. So let's see those guys here.
Shut up! Just when I was having a good dream. Oh, welcome to the mountain smithy, where we take our time to make a good point. I am Zubora, the owner. Pleased to meet you.
Also, by the way, dude, your nipples are showing.
Shut up over there! That huge fellow was my assistant, Gabora. He's all brawn and about as smart as a Deku stick. Say, did you come to have your sword sharpened? Unfortunately, we're not doing any business right now. It's because of this abnormal cold snap we've been having. See? Our hearth has been frozen over. The way things are going now, I won't be able to do any business until spring. If I could just do something about that frozen hearth. Eh? What's that? You say if we had hot water, we can melt the ice off the hearth? Don't act like you know what you're talking about, you Deku stick. Oh, he believes a rumor that says long ago there were hot springs somewhere in the mountains near here. Bah, I don't believe such rubbish.
Alright, so you actually be able to do this right away, though, but we're not going to worry about that now. There actually are hot springs, contrary to what he was saying, that if you use your empty bottle and then scoop up a bottle of hot spring, you can actually take that over and melt the ice that's covering the hearth. And then that way they'll be able to be in business. Actually, this is where you can upgrade your sword. So you remember those two blacksmiths over in A Link to the Past where they upgrade your sword? Well, they do the same thing here in this game, though. So the problem is, like right now they can't do it because of the hearth being frozen, but you can actually do it early just by melting the ice, like I said. Or once you complete the dungeon in this area and then all the snow will melt. Spoiler warning. Then they'll be able to. That's when they'll be able to upgrade your sword. But we're not gonna worry about that right now. There's up to about 2 upgrades. The first one's gonna be like a very useless temporary kind of thing, but the other one's gonna be probably the best one that there is. But like I said, we'll worry about it later. Anyway, White Wolfos, also returning from Ocarina of Time, and also along with the regular Wolfos, which we've seen in the shooting gallery. They'll try to swipe away at you with their claws, and they can try to defend themselves. What you can do, though, is that if, like, once they turn around, you can actually hit them in their tail, and that's actually their weak point, where, you know, if you slash at them with their tail, usually you one-shot them, but for some reason I didn't do it that time, though, because, like, I tried hitting them in the tail, but it didn't really instantaneously kill them. Because, you know, usually that's her weak point, but I think it's because, you know, since currently we have the Kokiri sword, the weakest one, then, you know, then it's only gonna take 2 hits to hit them in the tail. I think for the regular Wolfos, you can still one-shot them with the Kokiri sword, because that's actually what I did in Ocarina of Time, like, you know, back when we saw how, you know, back in my Let's Play of that game. Yeah, I can see here, that's only taking 2 hits to hit them in the tail, even though that's usually their weak point. You just one-shot them like that. Also, yeah, this, well, I don't know if I haven't mentioned this, but the sword that Link using, it's actually still the Kokiri sword, despite the fact that it actually looks different. I mean, the hilt is different, but it's supposed to be the same exact one that he got straight from Kokiri Forest, and he's apparently been keeping that with him ever since. But, well, I mean, you know, I guess if he's keeping it with him, probably just to remind him of his own home there. Despite the fact that quite a lot of the Kokiri gave him shit, except for Saria, though, and the Deku Tree. But anyway, so it's going over, and, oh, God. Ah, no! Hoot, hoot, we meet again, fairy child. Well, it seems you may have the strength to change the fate of this land that I expected, but the road ahead is even more challenging. Many trials await you. Please watch over these Gorons. Their land is doomed to be smothered in snow and ice forever. It will become a land where no living thing can survive. Without courage and determination, you will surely collapse from the extreme conditions. But if that courage and determination burns bright within you, that's another story. So will you proceed? Yeah, sure. Hoot hoot, you are a child of many strengths. Well, perhaps you do have enough strength to change the fate of this mountain after all. I shall take to the air now, flying toward that shrine across the way, so follow behind me. Do not be daunted by appearances. Instead, let your feelings guide you, and the true path shall open before you. Are you ready? Follow behind me. Notice how he actually doesn't repeat the same question. Well, I mean, he doesn't really answer that, though. Well, maybe he could have, though, because, you know, God forbid that we would keep on mashing the A button and then we wonder why the dialogue takes forever, only to find out that we've been agreeing for him to repeat himself. Anyway, so for this right here, what he'll do is he'll fly to the other side of this shrine. What he'll do is that he'll drop those feathers on the platforms, and then you'll be able to get across on those invisible platforms here, because that's what they are. And we're going to be getting an item from the said platforms, so... I mean, now enter the shrine. Something that will aid you in your quest lies within. Use that item when returning from here. By the way, folks, that is going to be the last time we ever get to see of him. So, yeah, no more Al after that. Yay! Thank God. Although, we're probably going to see more of him later on eventually. Anyway, so yeah, that's the reason why he dropped down his feathers. That way he'll be able to get across, because the platform's being invisible. But there is an item inside the chest that we'll be getting that we're definitely going to need, well, once we open it here, because it will actually be very important to us. And yeah, there's a Skulltula right here, supposedly, but it's invisible. So, let's go ahead and open that chest and see what's inside. Oh boy, can't wait to see what it's going to be. What's it going to be? We have the Lens of Truth. Gaze through it to see mysteries that are invisible to the naked eye. Set it to see to use it. Seeing the truth drains magic power, so test it again and stop looking at you. Okay, yep. So, yeah, so returning from Ocarina of Time is the Lens of Truth. And so... just like in the last game, if you use that one, you'll be able to see things that were previously invisible. But be warned, though, is that you know, like I said, it does drain your magic. So so make sure you don't try to use it too much, though. So that way you'll be able to conserve your magic. Or, you know, if you ever find some grass to cut down. And God damn, this Skulltula's being a dick. There we go. Yeah, just if that Skulltula's giving you shit because you know, they're even more shitheads in Ocarina of Time. Then just use a bow and arrow, because you know, just to one-shot them, even on their skull armor. But yeah, if you ever see any grass or anything that has the items, then you know, just make sure to pick up the magic jars. That way, there you'll replenish your magic. And there's also some bigger versions of the jars here, so that way there it'll give you even more magic. And this game's actually real generous about it than Ocarina of Time. Well, as far as I remember correctly, where you know, since in this game you'll be using your magic a lot more than there's gonna be an. Oh my God! It goes run! But who are you? Yeah, can I talk to you? Oh, there you go.
Can it be? Are you able to see me? If you truly can see me, then follow behind me.
Also, whoa, dude, you have this massive gash in your stomach. Oh boy. Anyway, here, so yeah, there's this Goron ghost that's right here, and yep, as you can probably tell, since he's a ghost, he's dead. Yep, that's right. So what you gotta do though is that, you know, since you can only see him using the lens of truth, then you just gotta talk to him. Now, he's gonna go ahead and start making his way over to, and then all you have to do is follow him. And so normally, like, you know, just be using the lens of truth to see him, but you actually don't have to use it though, because he'll still go along even without it. Because all you can do, you can actually still be able to see his drop shadow. And so all you gotta do is just follow behind it. So I would just recommend just doing that though, so that way there you want to waste so much of your magic. But once he gets to the end section here, the exit, then you'll have to use your lens of truth. So that way there he'll that way there you'll be able to interact with him, and then you can proceed onwards. So it's gonna go ahead and take us somewhere, and we'll have to see where it's gonna be. And also, so the thing with the snow area and the mountains, so you guys hate ice physics? Good, because this area is full of them. Well, actually more so in the dungeon we're about to get to. I think the transformation mask kind of that we're about to get kind of does mitigate the issue, but for the most part, yeah, we're gonna be dealing with quite a lot of ice physics, but probably to a lesser extent than I would say the Ice Palace and A Link to the Past. Because you know that fucking dungeon though, just that was like a lot of ice physics, and consider the fact that yeah, it is definitely the worst dungeon because of it. You know, as somebody who absolutely hates ice physics with a passion, and you know, since naturally, of course, I would hate that because you know, fuck that dungeon, especially because you know it's definitely one of the longest dungeons with you know a lot of floors. Like it's the highest number of floors that there ever would be, and also the one block puzzle, which of course you had to backtrack constantly unless you had the Cane of Samaria. So yeah. And yeah, of course, I didn't even mention that, you know, once you go across those invisible platforms that Gabora would drop the feathers on, yeah, I mean, it's actually easy just to get across there, so at least that helps. But the only problem is that, you know, the platforms have ice physics, so you really have to be careful not to fall off there, because you know, you could easily do so, especially since, you know, because of Link jumping off the edge automatically. Now, for this one here, there's also invisible ladders, which you do need the Lens of Truth for. And it actually has multiple routes here, so, because, you know, you have to make sure you get to the right, the right path to climb upward. So, basically goes like right, left, and then right. So that's actually the pattern you have to go to. Oh shit, yeah, there's two frozen Gorons. Anyhow, once again, it's actually where it's home to the Gorons. They're also returning from Ocarina of Time, because, you know, I mean, they've been appearing every other game ever since, because, you know, everybody loves Gorons, so. Anyways, they're the Goron graveyard.
The soaring one said the one who could see me would be arriving soon. It seems that it turned out to be true. I am Darmani III. The blood of proud Goron heroes runs in me. This feels strange for me to say, but when I was alive, I was a renowned warrior and veteran. Yes, when I was alive. But alas, I am now dead. I was fine until I marched off to Snowhead by myself, hoping that I could drive off a demon. It had been wreaking havoc on Goron Village. Then the blizzard at Snowhead blew me into the valley. And now, here I am. How infuriating. As I am, I can only watch as Goron Village is slowly buried in ice. I may have died, but I cannot rest. So, you can use magic? The Sorry One also told me that you were able to use it. I beg you, bring me back to life with your magic. If it is beyond your power, then I beg of you to do this for me instead. Heal my sorrows. Any way that you can do it will suffice. Please, heal my sorrows.
Well, unfortunately, we can't really bring him back to life, but we can definitely heal sorrow. So this is actually a good time to whip out our ocarina here and play the. And oh, okay, yeah, and I kind of screwed up on the notes here. Sorry about that, but yeah, make sure you play the Song of Healing here. And a nice soothing melody. By the way, the music that's about to play, I love that track. But we'll hear in a sec.
What a soothing melody. My sorrows are melting away into the song.
And yeah, that was the Song of Healing theme, the piano version, and it's such a beautiful track. I love that track so much. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Goron mask.
I leave my undying feelings with you. The deeds I accomplished while living are carved into my grave. You should read it.
And so that's, we have the Goron mask. This is our second transformation mask here. This mask contains the spirit of a proud Goron hero. Wear the mask with C to inhabit the body of a Goron. Press C again to return to normal.
For the Goron village, I have asked your assistance.
Alright, well, let's go put it on. You guys ready for some more nightmare fuel? I sure am. So let's go and put on here and yeah, get that in the bottle, and then let's watch. God damn, like that was just terrifying. Like, so like something you've probably never seen though, like, you know, just seeing a screaming Goron, like mouth wide open, like holy fuck, that was terrifying. Especially the eyes as well. Next one's probably the scariest though, but this definitely comes a very close second. Anyway, so now we are Goron Link, our second transformation that we have here. And so the controls here for Goron Link, well, you know, he can't really, well, again, he can't use a sword, but he can also definitely punch. So he has like some nice physical combat right here. So the combat here for Goron Link is that, you know, he can punch, and then if you punch 3 times, then Link can actually do this butt slam here. You also ground pound as well, so yeah, they brought into ground pounding here.
No, you're not the Great Darmani, are you? Then just whose grave was I making? Did you come back to life because it was so warm beneath your grave?
Maybe. Also, I guess the green hat probably would have been a dead giveaway, and also the boots as well, but, I mean, you know, so they actually, yeah, this is actually one of the more tragic things, though, but, I mean, well, we're about to melt this Goron to see here.
Huh? What have I been doing? Oh, are you alright, brother? You were frozen, but the Great Darmani saved you. The Great Darmani? What's with you? Are you half asleep? Did you hear this guy? The Great Darmani died long ago and is lying in his Hey, Darmani! I was shocked too, but somehow it seems the Great Darmani isn't dead. Or dead, rather. Really? With this, the Star of Hope appears in Goron Village. Great Darmani, please do something about the blizzard blowing in from Snowhead.
Yep, we'll do, but we're gonna go ahead and just call our wrap here, though. So yeah, one of those tragic things is that, you know, so Darmani is currently dead, though, but we can actually disguise of him, and then the Gorons actually believe that, you know, we're Darmani, so it's sad, actually, but anyway, so yeah, now we're Goron Link, and so there's gonna be some more things we can do, but we're gonna go ahead and do it in the next episode. So next time on Let's Play Majora's Mask, we're gonna go head over to the Goron Village and see what we have to do there to stop this never-ending blizzard. So I'll see you guys until then.